I'm gonna be quiet. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna sit here and look at
Oh man. Mm, mm, mm. We are live, y'all. We are live. You know, and for the sake of time, I got to make sure that I keep Fuego hostage for the next 45 minutes at least. I see her looking all cute and stuff. She about to go hang out.
you. She's in his kidnap.
Down here. There we go. So many
Where you
times.
going right now? You got a hot date.
I'm going out with my girls.
A
With my
lady.
girl
Oh, lady.
squad.
I know it sounds good. I miss my girl.
Right. Good evening, and good evening. It's Gentlemen After Dark Wednesday. See me smiling, y'all. I'm a little happy. It's going down tonight. Today with the grown folk. Nim is going down. We waiting on one person, Snoopy Cliff Mellow, as soon as he taps in. But in the meantime, I don't own the rights to this music. Huh? What?
Is Talina coming tonight?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I'm hoping that she can make it, but I'm not sure. We're on
What's wrong,
standby.
Fuego? You need some bag up?
No.
I said I was gonna be quiet. Let me be quiet.
I figured she'd come with some good questions.
So it's laying on your shoulders now. So
no, there's three. There's Miss Day. I'll give Miss Day a pass because she's not feeling good, but we got three.
Yeah, okay.
No, we can't hear you, three.
I know Miss Day's gonna show up right when we need her.
We'll see.
No, we don't hear you. You might need to log out and log back in. Perfecto. Yeah. It's funny, boy. All the ladies is having technical difficulties on ladies' night. Interesting.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I hear you.
Okay.
I hear you loud and clear. But we are going to play this music tonight. I do not own the rights to this here music, but Kindred Soul family. Kindred Soul. Yes. We doing that tonight. Song is entitled Stars. Lolo's in the building. I see her all the way from the YouTube world. She says, hey, it's ladies' night. What's good, people? You know what? Let me go on and put that up there for them. It's ladies' night, y'all.
Blum, blum, blum.
Dum, dum, dum. Let's see here. One more person is buzzing in.
I fixed it.
Oh, well, what you do? Plug your mic in?
No. My son's been using my computer, so there's a F8 that he had off, which is the mute. So I had to fix it. Gotcha. Yeah. And I've said, well, let me turn my camera off, Devin, to be like, she don't have backup. I am her backup.
Oh.
Let's fix it.
Well, you know, by you producing, I figured, you know, you be, yeah.
Well, I'm in for double whammy tonight. How about that?
Oh, double whammy.
Oh. Gotcha. No cheeseburgers. Go ahead on. I see you. Come on with it.
Hey, let's get started. We ain't got a whole lot of time tonight, so let me do like this.
The assassin, he loading up.
Matter of fact, you know what? How about we do this just to officially get the party started?
Look, this has its. Hey, I'm trying to bring the West back. Tell them that I said that. Avenue to true respect the youth surviving setbacks. I'm from where you gotta keep it glocky for the get back. And every time I drop somebody yaki on my dispatch, got her like, ooh, like the way he move, like the way he talking, how he doing what he do, like the way he step 1, 2, 1, 2. Get to know me, baby, take a walk in my shoes.
It is Gentlemen After Dark Wednesday. It is ladies' night. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. And the feeling's right. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Somebody's supposed to jump in. Oh, what
dang, can you see? You can't see me like that at all, huh?
No, we want to see you. We want to see you.
We're en route, so my daughter's driving. I'm just gonna keep the mirror. I'm gonna keep the mirror light on.
Oh my God, ladies. I love you guys. Anywho, without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce everybody. Let's go ahead. She is here. She said she is back up, front up, and everything else. Miss Three's in the building, y'all.
Hello.
Hello.
She's high profiling. She's stunting like I don't know, like she getting it in tonight. She's going to hang out with the girls tonight, but she's making time for Gentlemen After Dark all the way from the south side of Arizona. It's Fuego.
Hey, y'all.
She's feeling a little bit under the weather, but she says she ain't no punk. She gonna be here holding it down with the ladies for ladies' night. Miss Day.
Good evening. Good evening.
If you can't hear her, she said, "How y'all doing?"
Oh,
He is here. He got the lights on bright tonight. We gonna see everything. It's my brother Snoopy Cliff Mello. Memphis, stand up for him. He is that guy, the dude, Mr. Devin.
Good morning.
And,
Hey, Devin.
And I'm your host.
I got the gloves off, so what we doing?
Oh my God.
Gloves on, safety off, automatic fire.
Shoot, be do. What's good to the people in the audience? I see you, Pastor Bear, Cliff. I see you, man. Lolo's in the building. Tamara's here.
Hey, Lava.
And whoever else of the other 12 people that have not said something to say, hey, we here. Anywho, tonight is dedicated to the ladies. You know, last week as we was talking, some of the comments that came through with about the fellas, you know, why is it always about the fellas? Listen, why the ladies can't ask no questions? Well, tonight I opened it up for the ladies. It is ladies' night. The ladies will be asking questions of the fellas. And yes, I'll participate in this as well. I only have one ground rule, just one. Please. And this goes for the audience as well. I do not want to hear the same boring, whack question, why do men cheat? I don't want to hear that question. I don't want to read that question because that's the same old doo-doo question that's always asked. Why do men cheat? Well, here's the answer. Why do women cheat? That's the answer. Okay? That's my only request. Please don't ask that question. Now, without further ado, if you ladies are ready to fire at will, look at, Fuego got paper.
Yeah, paper.
Fuego got paper. Fellas, are y'all ready?
I'm ready, man. Hey, and they can fire at will all day long. I'm over in the cut.
So for the audience, this is going to be fun. This is going to be interesting because we have no idea what the ladies are about to ask. They have had 1 week to get their questions together. And if you ladies in the audience have some questions, we're going to be entertaining you as well.
Yes, ladies. Put them up. Put them up, ladies.
Put them up. Let's go.
Yep. Put them on the glass.
all right. Let's go. I got a question.
Here we go.
Go, Miss Day.
She wasn't listening to me. Next question. Here we go.
Why do men cheat?
I already answered that from the gate because women cheat. Next question.
Ooh.
Why do men cheat? Oh, Devin, I was wrong. I did have it in me to annoy Onyx tonight.
Order.
She ain't that sick.
Let's go.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
Man, what makes you want to commit? Whether it be in a relationship or marriage, what makes you want to commit? Is it more the person or is it more about when you're ready?
Fuego, I just want to say that's a great question. Thank you.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Brothers, do y'all want to take a stab at it first? Why?
You can go, Devin. Go for it.
Oh, okay. Well, I think it just depends on the guy, but typically I think it's got something to do with him being ready. Because I mean, if we feel rushed, it's like a pressure. It's like, look, okay, fine, I'll just do it. You know, instead of just doing it on our time. Because we do it on our time, we can, not gonna say manipulate, but we can facilitate where things need to be placed in the relationship or in the situation. So when it comes to a commitment, you know, it has to be worth it for us to just say, okay, I'm finna commit to this, whatever it is, if it's a relationship or whatever. It's gotta be. We have to get something out of it too, because you know we're gonna put a lot of us into it, and if we're putting all of us into something, and we're not getting that back, well, there goes the resentment. So that's my opinion on it.
Okay. The dude, let's go ahead and get this party started. Snoopy Cliff Mello. We can't hear you, sir. We can't hear you. Unmute your mic. It's you muted. We can't hear you. You muted. We can't hear. Can y'all hear him? Nope. Shooby do. While he figures that one out. Sound effects. Not sure why this happened last week too. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure what's going on with that part. It might be time for a new sound card. I did get that one. In the meantime, while Snoopy Cliff Mello logs in and logs out, Fuego's question was, what makes a man want to commit? I believe from a personal standpoint, it's about emotions. Once a man finally lets go of his own emotions, whoop, there it is. You know, he wants to be with that girl. I think Pastor Bear said it on his comment, when we find that one that we can't live without. Men normally are physical, but for those who have learned how to acknowledge their emotional side, that's the part, that's the push for them to get attached to that soul that, you know, they want to commit to. That's my thoughts. Snoopy Cliff Mello, can you hear us? Can you hear me? Can you speak? We got technical difficulties, y'all. Any further questions? Is that acceptable, Fuego?
Yeah, I have a second part to that question, or an add-on. And it is, how important is the physical appearance when making that decision? I mean, a lot of people say it's, you know, the beauty is within, you know, it's not all about looks, but I think that I feel like a lot of it is based on that. So how important really is it to some men, you men, whatever?
I know they say you're not supposed to answer a question with one, but who wants somebody ugly though? Like, seriously. Like, you know what? I really want that ugly woman right there. No.
Okay, now you stepped outside your boundary. I don't think it's so. Every woman is not going to be that 100% fly looking person, but that's where the real ones get passed up. And y'all, not y'all on this panel, but men in general, y'all miss out on the real ones and the raw ones because they're too busy looking at the body type and how they look on the outside. Then you end up with some crazy women. I will say that, but I can't speak for men. But I'm just saying, you know, to say about somebody being ugly, like that can hit home to a lot of people. And you know, I don't know. I feel some kind of way about judging a woman and calling her ugly, and nobody wants an ugly woman. I mean, yeah, to each his own.
Well, what I was saying was nobody is going to say, hey, look, this person is unattractive. So what I'm saying is, if you're into this person, you might be the only person on the planet that thinks that this person is attractive, but that's the person that you find attractive. That's the person that you're trying to commit to. So what I meant by that was, Nobody's going out trying to find somebody that's unattractive. And you might see somebody like, you know what? I'm really digging this person. Everybody's like, oh, I'm like, no, that's, you know. So when you look at it, it is in the eyes of the beholder. Because
Yeah.
if we're talking about a man, a grown person, a grown woman, and a grown man alike, you can look past just the physical appearance, and that way you can see what the internal appearance looks like. When you start to peel them onions, you can only act for so long. You can only wear a mask for so long. That's your makeup or your hair, or you can only do that for so long. So when you let the real you show, that's when you're gonna get what, I'm not gonna say what you got coming to you, what you deserve, but you have to be the real, genuine you in order to get something real and genuine.
Okay, you get points back. It was the way you started. You started off.
Yeah, I got you.
So you get points back. You get points back.
Yeah.
But I didn't say nobody. I didn't say no man. I mean, it's got to be, you know, because you're going to have a physical attraction to the person that you're with. If you're being real, you're going to have a physical attraction. And even if this person doesn't feel that way about themselves, you're like, I don't know what you're talking about because I see it. Because you know that's your person. Now, little boys might just look at the outside appearance and be like, oh, dang, you know, that's the only thing that's important. No, that's little boys.
Well, I don't know if it's just little boys, though. There's grown-ass men out there that really...
But the mentality.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That part's true.
Snoopy Cliff Mello, speak on it.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We can hear you now.
I had to reboot my phone. Sorry. What's the question? Is we still on that commitment thing?
You can tap in on commitment.
I was gonna say, or I was saying, I pretty much agree with what Devin said. I mean, there's different things that we look for. When you know, but yeah, I don't know. There's a clear cut. It's not how she looks. It's how she treats. It's a whole bunch of stuff. I couldn't personally pinpoint one thing. But
and then Fuego had a B side to the question, which was
I didn't hear that.
Can you repeat the question again, Fuego?
Oh, how important is physical appearance when you're looking for someone in a relationship or in a relationship period? How important is the physical appearance?
I don't think it's important for the relationship. I mean, because once someone's pretty to you or fine or however you want to classify it, that goes away real quick once a person opens their mouth. So, because even when I was younger, a girl could, oh, she's fine, but then she could be a bitch. So that relationship, it ain't gonna be no relationship. So I think it's a small part.
Okay.
My answer is this. Beauty is only skin deep. We all know that.
Goes to the bone.
Please don't say ugly. 3 already told us do not use the word ugly around here. We've been told do not use ugly.
We doing this again? No.
You're right, because all babies ain't cute. There's some ugly babies. UGL.
Oh man,
you ain't got no alibi. Oh yeah. Shoot. Okay. Got you 3. So here's my thought. How important is that? Say the question one more time so I can make sure I got this right.
Which, the second one?
Your second one, yes.
Oh, how important is the physical appearance in a relationship?
So
when you're looking, when you're looking for somebody.
Okay. So of course that's high on the Richter scale. High. Why? Because even in the animal kingdom, the animals are blessed with different things to attract, whether it be the mane around that lion's neck, whether it be the feathers that plume for a bird. That's how we are attracted to one another. There are certain things that we like. I like your lips. I like your hips. I like your breasts. I like your blah, 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 blah. But here's where it goes a little bit further. How is this woman going to look 5 years? Always be on track. Don't always be on point. But you have from the beginning of your attraction until the end of y'all relationship, basically to be loving on this person or trying to love on this person. We all know that things will change over time. Gravity pulls. It happens. Babies come, so on and so forth. And that's not to take away from ladies. That goes for the men. We start off as ugly babies and then we blossom into beautiful souls, and then sometimes we go back to ugliness. Who knows? And ugly don't have to be physical appearance. It could be our disposition, our manner, our attitude that makes us ugly. So, being honest, physical attraction is very important. I want to be attracted to you for whatever reason that I'm attracted to you. I like you got a fat butt. I like that. Okay, great. Or, whatever it might be that attracts that man to that woman. I like the way she talks. I like the way she walks. You hear it in the music that we listen to. We see it all the time. But how do we maintain it? But that's my question. Comment, excuse me. I see Tamara's question. I do see it.
It kind of lines up a little bit about what we're currently talking about.
Would you like, I'm sorry, executive producer, would you like me to introduce that into this?
Well, I'm just thinking it's similar to what we're talking about. And if you have a different perspective, or is this similar to what we're already talking about? Does a woman's body count matter? Thank you, Tamara.
I have that one of mine too.
Oh, is that right?
Body count matter. No.
I tell you what, it matters about as much as the man's body count matters.
Okay.
Now, we want to go just on physical. Yeah, what I just said. If we're just gonna go physical, now if we're gonna go spiritual. Yes, it does matter for everybody, men and women alike. But the question is for if the woman's body count matters. Yes, because when you start depositing spiritual energy into somebody or onto somebody, you pass it on to the people that you deal with at a later time. But if we're going to go just with physical, I mean, like I said, it matters about as much as the man's does. When you grow up, you can let some stuff go. Now, if you on the internet, right, like for years, that's gonna be that's a different ball game. Which is, I think it was a conversation we had a couple weeks back about the guy who was I think he was a former athlete, and his wife had started an OnlyFans page or something like that. That's kind of going off into the deep end. But just between these two people talking about it, look, y'all set y'all parameters. And there's no real cookie cutter answer for that because each person is different. Some people may feel, I have to know exactly how many people you've been with. Some people might feel like, look, if you're not been with all those people now and we then got tested and we clean and we're just monogamous with each other, then why are we worried about people in the past? So it just depends on the person.
That's how I feel. Because what the discussion of it, every saint is a sinner or was a sinner. So it doesn't matter. I don't want to hear about it. Honestly, I don't want to hear about it.
Thank you.
So
don't mess up.
Right, because if it may be every niggas up here saying, "Oh, it don't matter." Da da da. You hear that number?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Men are
balled up inside.
Yeah, men are egotistical, especially when it comes down to our nether regions. If we done discussed it up here jokingly and seriously, but come on now. You start to looking at the lady a little bit different if she say some number that may be astronomical to you.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I don't need to know. If you're a virgin, or not a virgin, that's about as much detail I need to know about. I don't need to know what you used to do, how you used to do it, because then that, to me, that puts that's another conversation. It opens up shit. Now, if you want to know that about me, that's on you. But I honestly, I don't want to know.
That's on you. Shoot, be do. Okay.
I feel like some men do judge on that, and you know,
right.
women are looked at differently. Where in men, it's it's more acceptable.
Like Devin said, you with me now. As long as you ain't, you with me. So
Right. Not them.
So here's my thought. Because I did say no, it don't matter. Why doesn't it matter? Because sometimes, well, at our age at this point, I wouldn't expect to meet. Wow, what is that? Who gave up the thumbs up? What was that? What was that?
Was that about?
And who did it?
Who did
oh,
that?
Man.
Anywho,
Who did it? Who did that?
Who did that?
At our age, I would not expect for me to meet a virgin. I just don't expect it. If I did meet a virgin, I'd be like, wow. However, nothing's impossible.
Right.
But on the flip side of this body count, if you tapped into the life of a lady, the lady that you digging in or digging on, what if, hypothetically, who left? Miss
Day.
What if she was a product of being molested? Because that's part of the body count. Now, if you are young, we 21, and you gonna tell me that you didn't have 50,000 guys or whatever, yeah, I probably would look at you cockeyed. But at grown people status, guess what? We done all done something or did somebody or been with somebody or bodies. So I really don't think that it really truly matters. What does matter, like Devin said before, is the have we gone and got tested? Are you got some disorders that I need to know about or things of that nature, and vice versa.
Right.
That's why I said no. It shouldn't matter. Now, yeah, are you out there just hoe caking? Okay, well, I don't know. And maybe your body count ain't high, but your reps are high, because some of us have high sex drives, as we've heard amongst our own crew right here. Like, you didn't have to put your hand up. You did not have to put your hand up. But
and the legal counsel don't say nothing else till I get there.
Right. Anticipation part of the show.
You got that high drive, right? So you putting the miles on the car, like for real. Some got leases.
But it's one car though. It's just one car.
It's still got
just driving a lot.
You still got the miles.
Right. Exactly. So the experience is still the same.
It's still the same. Don't matter how many owners, it's the miles.
Damn it, man.
Sorry. I'm just saying. Stupid dude. I'm looking. Damon. Okay, I got you. Fuego, was that good? I'm looking for Damon. Every saint ain't a sinner. That one, 3.
Yes.
Every saint ain't. Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future.
Yeah.
What up,
There
Damon?
we go.
DJ? See you in detail. Thank y'all. Good evening. Good morning.
That's what
Good
I
morning.
said.
Okay. Are we good, Fuego?
You want to go to page 2, Fuego?
She muted.
We can't hear you. You muted.
I have
You
a
muted.
question.
Okay, here goes Miss Day.
I have a question.
Sorry, I was muted.
How
Most of these had to
come
do with cheating, so you can move to Miss Day.
Okay.
mine has to do with cheating too? My question is, in most cases, when a man cheats, he expects the woman to take him back if he, apologize, I'm so sorry, or whatever. But if a woman cheats on a man, how come it's so hard for you guys to forgive her and take her back?
I'm gonna answer that question like Miss Day. I ain't been in that situation, so I can't answer that one.
So the question, it sounds like it's great question, Miss Day. It sounds like the question is about forgiveness on more so. Like how do you forgive a woman if she's done dirt and wants to come
And I
back
don't
to you?
think it for me, and it goes back to what I said about the body count. I don't think it's even that much about the forgiveness part. It's about us visually thinking about you with somebody else. And I'm trying not to, I don't want to be too graphic, but
Run it.
Knowing all the stuff that was done to you now being done to somebody else sits with you
Or
differently.
more.
right. And we inserting into you guys. So I know for me, that's what I'm like, somebody else was just doing this. That me mentally, that's what will fuck me up. The forgiveness part, especially, we all come on, ain't nobody perfect, but that part of it, yeah.
Oh,
And you know what? I'm gonna have to piggyback off of that because men, we're more mental, and we look at things from a psychological standpoint. So it's not like you can tell us something, and we can envision it, like we're watching a DVD. So it'll be a little bit different because when they say a man is more mental and a woman is more emotional, so the woman may feel like, okay, I'm past this. She's not looking at it, but the man is thinking about it. So it's like he's watching it over, and it's like he's watching it over and over and over again. It's like the same episode.
Yeah.
And he can't get it.
When you say that, I like what Yvette said. They can't handle what they do.
It's a lot of unhandling because when a woman says, "I want you to tell me everything that happened. I want you to tell me everything that y'all did," no, you don't. You don't want that sugar honey iced tea because if you do, you're gonna crumble inside just like we crumble inside thinking about that guy. Binka, 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 binka.
Yeah.
So it's still a two-way street.
Oh, skate.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't want to know. Like I said, it goes back to that. I don't want to know. If you cheated, that's all the information I need to know.
And
you did? Shut up. Okay.
It doesn't also depend on where you are. Do you think, not does it depend, do you think that age plays a factor? Like I was a different woman in my 20s and 30s. And if I dealt with cheating, like I'm at a whole level, like let me go off. But in my 50s, I don't waste no, like it is what it is, and I'm out. Like I get to make that decision. I mean, I could have made that decision in my younger days, but I didn't know how to make the decision. But now, as an older person, I know I can make that decision and be like, I don't have to deal with that if I don't want to deal with that, and I can walk away from it.
Right.
So I ask that as, do you think like age plays a factor in how you deal with something like that also? In wanting to
not necessarily the age, but the maturity level. Because you could be more mature at a younger age, or you could be less mature at an older age. So I think the maturity level is really. Well, a lot of times we go into, well, you're too old for that, or you're too young for that. But the maturity level, how you put it together in your mind and how you deal with it, that's the most important part, in my opinion. So I think that it's more of a how mature is this person? Well, he's 25 years old, but he's dealing with it like a 50-year-old man should. Wise beyond his years, the whole shebang.
And once again, there's reasons to why everybody does what they do. So if you're younger, you could just be wilding. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But if you're older, there could be some deep-seated reasons why you're doing or the person did what they did. So now you got to deal with that as a couple or whatever, however you guys deal with it. Whether that person stays, they know why they stayed. Why they left, they know why they left because
they know why they left.
Yeah. Then,
so I think
your Wayne thing, you may have a house, car, kids, whatever state the relationship is in at that time. There's understandings, air quotations, and certain amount of grace people are afforded. So like I said, That's why I always say you don't know people's relationship. People see things and say, "Well, why? How is that happening?" Da, da, da. You don't fucking know. You don't. That's what. If they come,
So
I think. So
then,
if you say, oh, go ahead, Onyx.
Sorry. So tying it back into Miss Day's question about cheating, the forgiveness piece. Why is it hard? Is that correct, Miss Day? Why is it hard for men to forgive?
If a woman, yeah.
If the woman is the cheater?
Yeah, or take her back, or stay in a relationship or whatever.
Why is it hard, fellas, to forgive or accept it?
Like I said, I don't think that part is the hard part, the forgiving part. It's getting it out of my fucking head.
But what if it's a little bit deeper though? Because you gotta think about this too. What happens when a woman cheats on a man? He says, "Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna stay with you, or we're gonna split up." Well, then you flip it, and the man cheats on the woman, and the woman says, "Well, we're gonna be together this and the third," and she's really just doing that for revenge. No, we can't break up because I can't get my lick back. I'm not saying all men, but I don't think a lot of men really just trying to go for, okay, she cheated on me, so I'm going to stay with her so I can cheat back and get her back. Oh, I don't want you no more. I can move on and be happy somewhere else. Whereas, sometimes women be wanting to get some get back. They don't want to work the relationship out. They don't want to make it better. They don't want to, they want to get their lick back because he made me feel stupid. I want him to feel like I felt, so now I'm going to make him think, yeah, you cheated, I forgive you, and we're still together. And then 4 or 5 years later, or however long, oh, you cheated on me? Yeah, but well, you remember you did it 3 years ago, so it's no different. Oh, you just wanted revenge.
I heard a couple of women admit to that same fact. The same thing Devin just said. I've heard a couple of women admit that, which is asinine to me.
So is it fact or fiction? Because it's almost like the same thing. Like if she didn't want the revenge, she probably would be like, you know what? I don't even want revenge. I'm gonna get away from you, and I'm gonna give me somebody who's gonna treat me right. I don't have to get my get back. My get back is the success I have with another relationship.
Bye, nigga. I said it.
Cliff, that's my DJ. Saint Squad LA. He says, because most of the time when a woman cheats, her mind cheated also. And you will always feel her mind might still, I'm going to say, be there. Or her mind might still be there. Yeah.
Well, it goes to what Devin said, about us being more logical, women being more, and this is general, so I don't want to hear no comments.
Yeah.
But facts is facts. Women are more emotional. So
yeah,
I agree with that.
Miss Day, you good?
You got another cheating question?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. Next question.
Well, you just talked about emotions, right? You just talked about emotions a little bit, and women live in this space of living from emotions. So why do you guys think it's so hard for many men to express their emotions and just be raw in their emotions?
Wait, to answer Lolo's question, yeah, we do logically cheat because we're going to think it through versus getting caught up.
Just like women do. Anybody who cheats, you better be logical.
Thinking and too much lying get you caught up anyway.
Anybody, if you cheat, you're going to get caught regardless. Whatever you do in the dog is coming out. The sun going to come up. Am I lying?
Y'all have already said on this show before that women cheat as much as men. They just don't get caught.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Men get caught more than women. Let's just keep that real.
Yeah.
Who got
if y'all got caught as much as men do, y'all wouldn't do it shit. Y'all be like, I ain't finna do this no more because it's just too much pressure. Every time I do this, I slip up and I get caught. And you wouldn't do it no more.
Your laugh.
Where are those numbers? Somebody help.
I know, for real.
I need those numbers.
Okay.
But I'll say
That's,
that after
that's funny.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you. Adrian is answering Three's question about emotions. Was it emotions?
Yeah.
Adrian says, in this toxic world, showing emotions as a man is a sign of weakness.
chink in the armor.
And what say, thank you, Adrian. And what say ye, the panel?
What was the question?
Go ahead.
Like we were talking about earlier, we were talking about how women live in this emotional space a lot. That's just where we live. And so I was asking, why is it so hard for many men, not all men, but for many men to really express their emotions? Like, I don't think there's this realness or rawness in conversation about emotions when it comes to men. So Adrian gave us that answer: in this toxic world, showing emotions as a man is a sign of weakness. So then I was flipping it and I said, thank him for that. And then flipped it back to you guys. What are your thoughts about that?
At this age, I don't think that's a sign of weakness. But yeah, I think us in this age group grew up in a time where we're told, don't cry, you got to be tough. It's once again, it's how we were raised. But now, like I said, I cry at a whim because it's reminding me of certain things in my life or my kids or whatever. But guess what? You can play me if you want to. We'll see how weak I am. That's
You
Yeah.
gonna cry in the car.
It's just a
right.
minute.
Yeah, and I admit it, and I'm not putting him out there because I admit to it too. When we on the road, I've cried many times under that helmet about several things. But guess what? Somebody pulls up alongside of me and want to try me. Like I said, you'll see how weak I am.
And that really ain't the time to fuck. I mean, mess around with me, because you might get something you didn't even order. You know, this somebody else order, but you gonna get it since you at the counter.
Exactly.
Depending on the circumstances and what the men are sharing, or what they're being able to let loose of, I see it as a sign of strength sometimes, like I look at them as stronger, that they're able to do that.
Yeah, that does take.
But for so long, it was used as a weapon against us, and it was almost like we were a liability if we were human. Brothers, y'all know how it is when we was coming up, like he was saying earlier. You can't cry and this and the third. If you go somewhere and something happen and you a guy, we don't necessarily get that luxury to have time to be afraid if something pop out. We're too busy trying to make it work, make it do what it do. We gotta get up out of here. Come on, let's go. I didn't get a chance to be afraid. I didn't have enough time to be scared because I was too busy reacting to what was in front of me. Everybody else gets a chance to do that, because if I get scared, if I get in my emotions about it, that's a liability for everybody. That's just, that's just kind of how it's been. But now that I've gotten older, I know that, oh, that was one of those tactics to use, because that can destroy me later on in my life. And I was like, man, why am I having all these health problems now? Because you held a lot of bull crap in and you didn't let it out. And so it just stayed inside of you and it festered. You see what I'm saying? So it was almost like a war tactic to destroy us later down the line, starting when we were younger. So by the time, if we do pick up and say, you know what, I need to let this stuff out and get the stuff out of my chest and kind of breathe a little bit, it may be too late. Hopefully it's not, though,
Yeah, because I think, once again, we grew up in there, which they're using the term now in psychology, toxic masculinity.
Mm-hmm.
And it's two cycles to that. Us being portrayed being too tough, and then not showing, not crying, not showing that you're scared, none of that. Or not, and what that produced is young men that once you get angry, which is a normal state, or get upset, that anger turns into something else. Violence towards our woman, violence toward the neighborhood, all of that is a result of, don't you cry. Or you gonna let them play you like that? You getting both? You getting pulled both? Which way is it? What am I supposed to do?
Can I add this? A man outwardly expressing his emotions is taboo.
Except anger. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. So
Right.
I know this is ladies' night, and ladies supposed to ask the question, but I just, for the sake of the conversation, have any of you ladies ever seen your guy cry?
Yes.
Yes.
And how did you handle that?
I was accepting of it and glad it happened, because now you were transparent, you were vulnerable, but you showed me that there's a true side of you, like that you don't always have to be this rock. I mean, yes, society makes men into like they have to be the rock, the strong person, the leader, but for you to break down like that, that shows me there's a real side to you.
Okay. Ms. Day, how did you handle it?
I opened my arms. That's it. I just
Period.
opened my arms and stroked his head and stroked his back, and
Hey, stoked his head.
That's powerful.
That got him back.
Sometimes you don't have to say nothing. Just we might just need a safe spot to go right quick. Just hold me real quick. Okay, I'm good. All right, I'm back in the game. So yeah.
Fuego. Have you, Fuego?
Not in the relationship I'm in now, but I have in the past.
Okay.
And I've just kind of did the same as Miss Day. Yeah.
So
Just
here we
been
are.
there,
A perfect.
been there, and I've even actually, in one circumstance, actually just grabbed his hand and started praying at his son had got shot, and he was crying, and so I actually just grabbed his hand and started praying right there. I didn't know what else to do at the moment.
Okay. And I applaud you guys. I know we having technical difficulties with this sound card, whatever. But I applaud you for doing what you did. But on the flip side of that, you guys are a perfect 3 for 3. What's out there in the real world? How many fellas have been in a relationship where they didn't have that person that had their arms open for them to be able to embrace? When men are among men, we're not about to do all this hugging and stuff. You know, you might hear it's gonna be all right, dog. Don't worry about it. You know, we're gonna talk each other through it.
Right.
But sometimes it is that embrace, put your head on my shoulder, bury your face in my neck, drop all the snot and whatever that you're gonna do, and know that I got you. Men need that. But unfortunately, there are a lot of men that don't get that. They have not experienced that. They haven't gotten that since their mom last gave them a hug.
Yeah, I can't relate to that. That's weird. That's crazy when you're in a relationship. That's, yeah.
So going back to my ultimate comment that showing your emotions outwardly for a man is taboo. Men are protective of their emotions. They keep them suppressed. Snoopy Cliff Mello said it quite well. Many a tears have been shed under my helmet. I'm a victim of that one. Close the lid.
Likewise.
You'll never know what I'm crying for. But a lot of people won't even ask you. I've had, I post all the time on social media. I've had a couple of my friends like, hey, you okay? Yeah, why? Why you ask that? Well, I've seen some of your posts that you put about, mental, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, some of that is not about me. Some of that is just sharing information from a male perspective. So we find it hard, ladies, to share our emotions because some of you ladies don't know how to embrace it, how to accept it, how to address it, how to even react to it yourself. That's my answer.
And it won't be all the ladies' fault too, because if they grew up in a household where the dad was always, or what they saw the dad was always this macho man and they never seen him cry, they may think men don't cry.
Right. Or they're not supposed to.
Yeah, or they not supposed
And
to.
when they see it, then they think you punking out.
Right.
Because they're not
Exactly.
they experience that.
We all got trauma. PTSD. Yeah. We all got it.
I've quoted this before. I'll quote it again. Music Soul Child. I was told that the true definition of a man was to never cry. Work till you're tired. You got to provide. Always be the rock for your fam. Protect them by all means and give her the things that she needs. Real simple. The first sentence. Never cry. Miss Three, you good with that? We moving on?
We're moving on. If you can highlight Lolo after you do this one, right before that one.
Okay.
And how the manipulation of the tears. That's an interesting comment.
Gotcha. Sean, good evening to you. She says, my son had a breakdown a few months ago live. I immediately called him and then got in my car and went to him for a few days to listen to him vent and get it out. Right? I'm gonna just leave it at that. Now, here's the kicker for me, and I love what Sean did. My son.
Right. There's a different dynamic there.
My son, right?
Different dynamic.
Mama came to the rescue. Ladies, if you got a man and he has an experience like this, how are you going to react? Something to think about. You ain't got to answer it. Lolo says, I have seen a man use tears to manipulate. It was the most awkward, unreal situation. But this was an abuser. And I get that. You know, you might be in a situation of somebody playing you, like I think Mello said it earlier. You playing me.
Man. Falling all out the floor crying. Ain't nothing wrong. Get up out the floor.
Right.
Stop bullshit.
Well, most of us ain't trying to come with the I just want to be sad, and no, I don't want to be sad. I want to be happy as much as I possibly can.
I know that's right.
Exactly.
Okay. Next question, ladies.
Are you ready for your next question?
Yeah. But is it funny?
I'm waiting for one of them.
Shooby do.
They got one. Is that the
anybody? That's it. We got.
I was fired up last week. I thought it was gonna be hard.
I can't read any comments. Has any of the other ladies posted anything?
No, it was only one comment. Most of it was just feedback and conversation. Okay. I mean, but there was only one question earlier.
Thank you, Three. I appreciate it.
And ladies in the audience, what questions might you have that we can talk about here? Spit them at us.
Hey, do y'all get tired of being chivalrous?
Oh, now that's a great question.
That's a good question.
Here we go.
Thank you, Miss Day. I like that.
All right.
Miss Day asks, do men ever get tired of being chivalrous?
What did she say?
What part of chivalry?
Like I told my son, you are to open the door for your mama and your sister, whether you mad at them or not.
Come out when she's ready. So should I go in the front?
It's a place to wait.
Meeting in the ladies' room. Go ahead. Answer the question, guys. Anybody? Somebody.
Oh, I was waiting on. Yeah.
Check.
Yeah, check. My check.
Oh, okay. No, I said I don't. I enjoy it. And not just for my lady, just for people, ladies in general. Like coming through the door. Older ladies, younger ladies, go ahead. I feel it's my duty, and I perform it willingly.
It's muscle memory to me. I've been I've been doing it my whole life because that's just what my dad had me on. So it's muscle memory for me. Like I feel weird if I don't do it. But that's why I was saying, like, what part of chivalry are we talking about? Because there's more than just opening the doors and, you know, being polite and walking on the inside, you know, so she didn't have to be close to the street. There's more to it than that, because when you start talking about chivalry, we talked about this before too, it's about the combat, if need be. I'm going to defend her honor. So now you're out there jousting with a horse, or, you know, you out there nowadays, it's probably gunfire, you're trying to fight and stuff like that. That part, everybody got time for all that. I'm getting older, I don't heal as fast, and I ain't finna sit up here and keep playing lawyers just in case. You know, not saying I had to have to, but anyway. But yeah, the other part, as far as opening the doors, and I'm still gonna sit with my back. I need to face the door every time. I'm looking at the door, all of them, just because.
Yeah.
So no, I don't get. You can't get tired of something that's part of your nature, in my opinion. It's like I said, it's second nature for me. So
that's what I'm saying.
I agree. You know, chivalry. Honestly, maybe it's just me. Chivalry makes me feel good.
Yep.
You know, when you open up the door, and the lady says, "Oh, thank you," especially when they don't expect you, they expecting you to do something contrary, like walk in and don't open the door, you know, leave the door open for them, or not to, you walk in first and have them following behind you. Perfect strangers, man, they I see the biggest smiles when you go, "Oh no, ladies first." Oh wow. Well, thank you. You're a gentleman. Yeah, I am. Not just because I wear a vest that says it, but because that's who I am. You know, that it does go a long way. So I never get tired of it. Now, I can tell you that I've gotten irritated because some ladies don't know how to accept it when it comes their way. You know, you holding open a whole door for them, and they decide to go through the other door.
Right.
Or let it go so it can close, so they can open it themselves. Hey, that's fine. I opened it with a booger on there.
Did you see that recent post? I don't know if it's recent or not, but when this young lady goes out and the guy opens the door and stuff for her, she's like telling her story. She's like, he opened the door. I was like, why are you doing that? Oh my God. It was funny, but she was probably telling her truth. Like she didn't know how to receive it because she never really experienced it. But it was hilarious the way she was telling the story. Like, I'm for real. Like, he opened the door and I'm looking at him like, I got the door. I got this. That whole independent thing, like not knowing how to receive chivalry because you're so strong and so independent. You don't need the help. You don't need a man doing anything for you.
She was literally texting her girls.
Yes.
While the guy was walking around to get in the car himself.
That's what it was.
He's texting like, this dude is corny as what the hell? He opened my door. Da 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 da. Huh?
That's the one you can't cry in front of.
Bet not.
Right.
You're gonna get destroyed every time.
That's the one
you
can't
go.
cry in front of.
That happened to me before. I was dating this girl, and her and her friend were out shopping. They came to the restaurant that we was gonna meet at, and when they got there, I was already there. So of course, I stood up when they got to the table, and she literally looked at me in my face. And she said, "The fuck you stand up for?" And her friend nudged her like, "No, girl, that's what, you know, when men do that." Da, 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 da. And she explained, she was like, "Oh, well, I don't know nothing about that." And I was like, "Wow," because it was kind of loud. And you know, I mean, we was at IHOP, so there's other people around. So when she said it, I kind of felt stupid because I'm like, man, she could have just not said nothing at all, and I would have. She didn't have to say, "Oh, thank you for standing up." She could have just not said anything, and I would have felt fine. But she was like, "What the fuck you do that for? What you stand up for?" I'm like, man, now you're trying to make it seem like I'm this you know, this simp type character when I'm being who I am. But she wasn't familiar with it, and her friend was.
Dating them hood chicks. Stop dating them hood chicks.
That's not what it was. That's not what it was, Miss Day. She hadn't been exposed to that. She hadn't been exposed to it because she was raised by her dad, and her dad he moved differently. Her mom passed away earlier, and so it was just her and her dad. Her dad was like, you know, raising her. She was kind of a tomboy. Not a tomboy, but she just looked at things the way a guy would look at it because all she had was her dad's point of view on situations in life. So
Dad dropped the
that was
ball.
something she wasn't experiencing. It happens.
Hey. So Lolo comes up with a great question, you guys. We got time. Why do men reject correction / positive criticism? Mm.
Probably
I'll
the
go.
format. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, thank you, Devin. I'm gonna agree with you, but presentation is everything. Presentation. So I got a chance to spend the holiday weekend with my family. My uncle, who's a much older gentleman, much older. He got his 2 girls there, and he was doing something, and of course, he gets corrected. No, Daddy, that ain't the way it goes. You got to do it like this. Da 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 da. And so he says, Sean, that's my middle name for those who don't know. Sean, I thought I lost my mama a long time ago, but I come to find
Uh-oh.
out that my mama is here.
There it is.
She talked to me like she is my mama.
Or superior.
Where the disconnect comes. What you have to say, I guarantee you most of us men will agree with you, but it's how you present it. Because a lot of the ladies
and the
are
timing.
too busy trying to prove a point
Right.
of whatever that might be towards the guy, and kaboom, they try to hit him over the head with it, and it's like, no, that ain't working for me. Figure another way.
So if they come at you as if the tone and in more of a question format, then you receive that differently. Like if I said, well, tell me how that makes you feel. And we have more of a conversation about it. And then I might say, tell me how that makes you feel. You answer. And then I might add to that, oh, so when you did that, sometimes people might see it as this. So would you consider trying it this way? Would that feel better instead of just that nagging part to have the conversation?
Yeah, because you're taking a more analytical approach.
Mm-hmm.
That's more feasible a lot of times for us. And of course, like I said earlier, it's about the timing. You can't go and let this man, if he made a mistake or whatever the case is, and he's around a lot of people, if you go over there, you try to check that man in front of everybody, you got a problem later. You probably got a problem right then.
I was just about to say,
because now he's going to feel like you're demeaning him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But put him to the side, say the same thing. Oh, okay, babe, I ain't my bad. You right. Okay. He doesn't feel embarrassed or humiliated.
Ladies got to learn how to use that same voice when it's something that they want from that guy. Hey, boo, you think I can get that purse? Oh, go ahead, girl, get that purse. Versus, I'm gonna get that purse. No, you're not. No, you ain't. Use the same, I'm gonna call it manipulative voice, that soft one. It's like, yeah.
Why not the kind voice? The
Come
true.
on. No, stop.
Kind.
Because,
no, wow. we doing this? Really? Really? Look. Boy, I tell you the truth.
Even my daughter knows that. Usually it's dad. Yeah, baby girl, what's going on? But when she wants something, hey, dad.
What you want?
Here we go. Here comes the setup. What do you want? What do you need? What do you need?
Just Lolo and win. Catch more bees with honey. Let's go,
Come
Lolo.
on, let's
absolutely.
go.
That's it.
And that's
keep
all we need from
keep
you
it
guys.
Sweet and just draw them in.
That's all we want. We want to learn from you, ladies. I do. Teach me something. I don't know everything. Teach me what you do know. Help me get better at who I am as a man. Because most of us were raised by a woman anyway. There are a few who got raised by their dads or had dad involvement, but most of us are products of our mamas. Mama was teaching us. So, just talk to me like you got some sense. Like I ain't your kid, like I'm your man. I'm your man. I'm your
because
dude.
Do you think it supports that? I probably will say this wrong. There's this little saying, I think it's when women feel good, they do good. And when men do good, they feel good. Or it could be reversed.
It's to that point.
Yeah,
We do
it's,
good.
it's
We
that
feel
about
good.
right.
It's that way, huh?
Come on, man. We
Yeah.
come on. I done went and bought her some flowers and had them delivered to the job. I done cooked her some dinner.
I done showed her how I feel about her. We know we did something.
I'm feeling good.
Now, if you come and say, now, what you send the flowers for? You, what you do this time? What? Okay, so now we got a problem.
Shoot, B2.
So do you guys get, and I don't know if we have time for this last question. I just thought about this. Is there a level of exhaustion when it comes to intimacy? When do you feel like, because you're, I don't know how to ask this. If you if you feel like you're expected to be the performer all the time, does that just get exhausting to you? Like, do you want women to just take over and have that aggressive behavior sometime? And I don't know.
You better, because if you don't, it's back gonna go out. You have to do it anyway. Give them a break. Give them a break. We do the work, but give them a break. Look, if you go to work all year, don't you want your vacation? And you gonna get it too, ain't you? All righty. So no, it's only exhausting if you. Hey, we ready to rock and roll. But to answer the question seriously, a lot of us men, we're like that pleaser type. So go ahead and relax and let me just go ahead and take care of you in that manner, you know. But every once in a while, give me like I got you, you know. You don't have to do be the exact same towards me all the time, but just show me that you care about my well-being as well. Because I mean, the human body does deteriorate, and repetition, you know, ergonomics. We ain't got to go into all it, but y'all know what it is. You know, just get a man a break sometime. Give his back and his knees a break, his arms. You know. Yeah, I'll be all right.
I think Glover captured it well. That's also what I meant. The initiator. Yes. Thank you, Glover.
You might start it off 5 minutes later. You be like, wait a minute, I didn't get followed up. I was just trying. I thought I was gonna take care of him. He still didn't. I'm fix my hair. You know, she got ticked because she know what I'm talking about.
I'm done with you.
No, you're not, because you asked the question. You opened the door. I just walked inside.
Intimacy is an exchange of energies between parties, right?
I'm gonna do what you tell us.
Right.
Just answer the damn question. You
Wow.
got a lot of backstory.
No, I'm not trying to give you backstory, but I assume
I'm just playing.
right. I assume that this is an energy exchange, right? Do ladies ever get horny?
Absolutely, all the time.
Right. But are you gonna suppress your horniness and wait for him to be aggressive with you, or are you gonna go get it?
Oh, let's ask the audience. Are you asking me?
I'm asking you.
Well, my personality, I ain't waiting for nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
So with that being the case, let's be real. Sometimes it's gonna be about the man, like, man, I need that. Let me get that.
Right.
But men often, we want to see it from y'all. I need to know that you want this. Girl, I know you want it. Right? Right? We want to know that. And a lot of times we don't know that. It's always about what we want. And we got to do what we got. Man, if you need to get on it, go get on it. If you want to wake up in the middle of the night and get it, get it. If you want to shrug him and go, you want some of this? Yeah. Y'all can be just as aggressive as we can be. What's wrong with that?
More so.
Because a lot of time men are standing back like waiting because I'm not sure if she really even want this. I don't even know.
Right.
Some of us are hesitant to pull the trigger because we don't know where you are mentally. And you can only buck your eyes so many times like, I'm ready.
And I wonder if it makes it harder to read her and understand her, especially what if she's been celibate for a year? What if she, you know what I mean? Then there's that, because there's the gentleness that comes with that, because you know about it, but you don't know when's the right time. Are you waiting for her to initiate because she's been celibate for a year? Like, Mm.
There's so many different things that you could do. You could enticing, inviting. I'm gonna use them two words. You know that you feeling the way you feeling, and you're gonna go in the bathroom and take a shower with the door closed. Why not leave it open?
Right.
Why not invite him in? You come in the
Can't
bed
keep this steam enough.
with your pajamas on, knowing that you feeling a certain kind of way. Take them things off and get in there bucket naked, like
Bucket naked.
bucket. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, being adults at the age that we are, we should be well past that reserved. Oh, I'm gonna wait. No.
We
It's
should
making
be,
time
but
for
then
that.
some of that is personalities. Like some women are very reserved and maybe excellent at what they do, but they, because of their shyness, there's this level of reserve, so they wait for men to initiate. There are those people out there.
Come on.
Yeah,
we talked about cheating in the whole 9 yards. Let's talk about sexting. Sext. Send him a text message before you about to get off. When you get off of work, just come on in the door. I'm gonna be in the shower waiting for you. I'm gonna come get it, or I'm gonna be already ready to go. Whatever, y'all. I ain't got to teach nobody how to be creative. But what I do need to teach us is it's okay to be creative. It's okay, ladies, to be the aggressor, to initiate. Glover said it. Initiator. Sometimes it takes y'all to initiate, because in our head we like, and I'm gonna just give her space.
Right. I'm gonna give her a break this weekend.
Some of y'all still got Mother Nature flowing through, and some of y'all don't. Some of y'all got them hot flashes, and you don't want nothing. We don't know until you talk to us or show us that I need that.
That's a whole nother show about hot flashes. I say that because, like you just said, sometimes there is this, not that you don't want to be but there is this mental thing that happens with menopause, and it's no disrespect towards your mate or your lover or something, but sometimes they take it as rejection.
Be creative, man. Be creative. Hey, you gotta make pee. Let me shake that for you.
I'm not holding your shit when you gotta pee.
Why not?
Oh man.
Why not? It's just being
I'm trying to be turned on, and me holding you
doing too much.
Listen,
when Miss Day said that's a little too much.
That might be too much for Miss Day. You're absolutely right. But it's I'm in your space. That's the point. I'm in your space.
It's the principle. It's
the touchy feeling. I'm in your space.
Right.
Yeah.
Get past what we in here for. Hey, I don't want you to be in the bathroom with me in the first place. But sometimes you need that as the motivator. Go get it. Go on and put on that apron over there in the kitchen while you cooking. But you ain't got nothing on but the little dolphin shorts with about this much of cake hanging out the bottom. Do something. That's all I'm saying. Now,
because those things do make you closer in the relationship.
Who am I? I'm just saying. We all do all that big talking. But at the end of the day, I got a question for us, and it's not even a question. I've been waiting for this anyway.
I'm sorry, I was laughing at Adrian.
At the end of the day, how can you get closer to your partner? How can you get closer? Don't answer it. How about that? Don't even answer it.
Oh, because I was just like, I can keep on going.
About how do you get closer to your partner when you're doing too much? No, we're not doing enough. That's the problem, because
I'm not shaking your thing.
Let me finish. Because relationships are failing today because don't even respond to it. Relationships are failing today because what?
A lack of touch.
Come on, man. We're not touching each other. We're not connected to each other.
Lack of intimacy.
We're still in the bathroom thing. I'm so sorry.
Hey.
Because I was about to happen. I was like, y'all take a shit together in the same room. It's going to be a problem.
Lolo said was that 4 or 5 inches.
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Listen, I just said that you don't have to do that. We are too literal. That's the problem too. We too literal. This is
You
all
said
about.
Right. She's just going based on what you said. She said of
I
cake.
did
But it was
say
an
it, and I'm not
Almost
example.
taking
making
it back.
clarity, like
I'm not
she's
taking it
referring
back.
to cake.
Some
not
of you
of
same
the
ladies that
Holy
said
Name.
yeah,
that's
he
doing
said
too
it
much.
with his chest like you meant it.
Oh, I did. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. I do. However, I
measuring
also
tape.
say, touch me. That's what I say. I want to be touched. Rub my back. I think I shared a picture with the group. It was a dude laying in the bed next to the lady, and she had all of the lip prints, kisses on his back. His whole back was full of kisses. When was the last time you did that? Do you do that? And don't
Who
y'all
gonna
answer
wipe
that,
all
please.
that lipstick off the
Look,
back though? I gotta.
Don't
I'm a
y'all answer
very
that.
intimate person. I'm very
I just said
intimate.
don't answer that. I just said don't
Yeah.
answer that. I'm just saying, thank you,
I,
Irma. I'm glad somebody listened to me. All of them shenanigan fracanackle bulls. Anywho,
What shenanigan fracking bull? Cameron says, I'm touchy feely. I have held it for my dude.
come on. See?
why he go to the bathroom? Okay. I'll put my mute on. I'm going. Let me put my mic.
Miss Day, don't leave me.
No,
He said, I throw my
no.
mute on. Go on and be quiet then,
Sometimes
girl. Go on and be
we
quiet.
just do too much to be close. Like you're doing too much. It's just too much.
I didn't ask
Then
you to
how
do
much
You
it.
is
know what I'm
enough?
saying? It's just
I
doing
just
too much.
How much is enough?
I didn't say shake it.
Oh
I
my
said
God.
it's
The only reason
all in
why
the
you should be
spirit of
holding his
fun.
thing while he used the bathroom is if he ill, sick, had a disability, something like. Ain't no grown woman should be helping no grown man shake his thing when he go to the bathroom. Some of y'all doing too much.
Okay. I almost said something. Boy, I'm gonna be quiet.
Then what? No, I'm gonna ask the question then, Miss Day. If they doing too much, then how much is enough? How much is enough?
How
It's
much is
ladies'
enough?
night. Don't answer, Miss Day. It's ladies' night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Catch me next week, Devin.
Yeah,
Catch
here
me
we go.
next week.
Yeah. See how we
Yeah.
do it? See that? You see that right there?
Hey, because I'm gonna say it. I bet you hold it when he see you
See?
right before in. What's the letter? Yeah, I bet you hold it then. So what's the difference? Oops, I'm sorry, Facebook.
Cause
I'm
you ain't
sorry,
10. I
YouTube.
mean, you ain't.
Shoot, me do.
Look, you
It's the
know
same
what?
results.
Don't play with me.
Anywho, y'all, we've
Don't
been
play
having
with
a
me.
great
If it slip
conversation
out, she gonna
tonight.
grab it.
Don't play with me.
If it slip out,
Don't
she gonna
play
grab
with
it.
me.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Anywho,
Yeah, don't play with me.
ladies, come on, Lolo. See there,
Slip out,
Lolo even
she
said it.
gonna
I said
grab it,
that already,
and we
yo.
get back to it.
Exactly. So, ladies, I'm gonna applaud y'all. I know you can't hear it. We appreciate y'all. You know, to the audience, thank y'all as well. Y'all did what y'all did. Great questions, by the way. Although Dana still finagled some kind of way in here for the cheater question, but
Yep.
we here, we got it, we done it.
It wasn't a cheater question. It was a forgiveness
Indirectly,
question.
no. But ultimately,
Thank
you
you,
guys,
Mystery.
You're welcome, Miss Day. I
It
got
was.
you. I got
this
you.
And it was indirectly. Yeah.
this is about us learning. That's what this is about. Us learning. Let's learn about one another. Let's learn about ourselves as individuals. We're not doing enough of that. Maybe it is too much for some of us. Maybe it's not enough for some of us. But whichever side of the spectrum you're on, you got to find a way to get the balance between both worlds, because our relationships continue to fail. Some of us are failing. Some of us have failed already. Some of us are struggling and trying to hold on. We have to find solutions in order to keep us moving forward. We have to. And the only way we're going to find true solutions is have some conversation with others who have been in a scenario situation as you. I'm not saying take their experience and make it your own and do what they did, but I am saying that learn from other people's mistakes. All of our parents have told us, what I'm teaching you, I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I made. I want you to learn. Sometimes you're gonna learn from other people's mistakes without having to physically experience that. Don't do drugs. Mama and daddy told us all that. Don't do it. Some of us still did it. Some of us are still doing it. Some of us are victims of doing it because we failed to heed those warnings. So all I'm saying is, whatever it is that you're doing, man, do it to the best of your capabilities. If you're in a relationship, you're looking for a relationship, be sensitive to one another. Men to women, women to men, partner to partner, however that goes. Just be sensitive. Try to learn about the next person. Don't make it all about you. Make it about us.
Right.
Any final comments, Miss Day, Miss 3, Mr. Devin himself? Any final comments from you guys?
No final comments. Thank you for Ladies' Night. But no,
That was a lot easier than I thought it was. I thought they were gonna cook because the Venom ish remarks I heard last week. I said, "Oh, they finna shred us to bits next week." I've been shaking in my boots all weekend. It was pleasant. It was pleasant dialogue. It wasn't so bad.
Hey, shouts out to Fuego
Sound like
for
you calling
getting us
us soft.
started. I appreciate her. She dug a little deep even on her party night. So shoot, be due. To the audience, you guys, thank y'all so much. If we don't have anything further from you guys, I want to bid y'all a good night. Is that all right? Perfect. From the desert to the sea and to all the cities in between, good evening.